All right. How's it going, everybody? Happy Monday night. Uh, okay, yeah, make sure to unmute myself. So, oh man, uh, missed last night. Just, oh my gosh, I've been like crazy exhausted over the past few days. It's been nuts. So, and even right now, I feel like I'm kind of running on fumes. So we'll see how long this stream actually lasts for, before I feel like I call it quits and decide to bounce. But hope everyone's had a good week. We're back after another weekend of a big tournament. Yeah, with the new meta. Over the past weekend, we had Cascadia happen out over in beautiful Bellevue, Washington, at Mox Boarding House, which is a fantastic venue, by the way. If you ever find yourself out in Seattle land, you should go on and drop by. I went there a few years ago, a couple months actually before the pandemic happened. Got to see some friends, and it's just a really sweet place. So definitely worth dropping by. Um, and if you're looking for video footage for as Cascadia event, first off, I highly recommend you check it out. It was some great, great Netrunner over the 2 days of the event. And while No Signal Games doesn't have the footage up on their YouTube channel yet, it's on their Twitch channel. So, um, I mean, I think it's probably like the highest view video right now on Netrunner. There was the day one, which was I think single-sided Swiss, right? And then day two was the top eight cut. And actually, I think I can pull that up right now here. Let's go look at the ABR page. All right, yeah, here we go. Um, yeah, a big field, and I don't know if it's 66. I think Aesop says it's 63, right? No, no. Okay, Aesop's tables agrees that it's 66. So, um, yeah, let's get a load at some numbers. Um, let's look at the top eight first, maybe. So, really good stuff in the top eight. First off, Ian Rongi Doge and Jeff Yusengrin, both local Boston boys. So, congrats to the both of them, metamates and teammates as well for the Snare Bears. So, yeah, like awesome. It was a really fantastic grand finals that I actually had to end up going back to review because I had started watching, and then I was like, okay, this seems like it's in a good spot. Left for a little while, came back, and then the board state had changed drastically. So definitely worth checking out. I made the mistake of walking away when I should have just stayed at my computer and watched the stream for a little while. um, but there were a couple other good matches as well. Saka was there, brought the Taya deck. I think it's a different build than the one that was at AMT, right? Oh, there's an Audacity, and then but no moon pulls. Okay, so this was a different. I didn't get a chance to watch this deck get played, so might have to take a look at that sometime. But yeah, it was a really good event, worth checking out. And it's not all Hoshikos this time, which is always nice. Um, so yeah, let's go take a look at some of these numbers. Okay, cool. So it doesn't change the fact though that Hoshiko is definitely represented in the field, but it was really nice to see that Arasana actually got 12 players out. That's really nice. Um, I still have yet to play with the ID, but there's some really good decks that have come out of it, and Yusengren actually published his deck list that he played with for Ob and Arasana. So not gonna play those tonight, but definitely going to be checking them out. They're well worth a read, and I think it'll be a good place to start for when eventually I do get around to playing Arasana. I feel like I've just been so swamped I haven't had the chance to play as much Netrunner as I wanted to, but it's all good. Um, in the meantime, let's see. As far as Corp, a lot of Reality Plus. I think because of what we had the Pigeon Fighter R Plus deck that was deck list of the week. Yeah, from last week. So R Plus getting some love. Um, I think it's a prison deck, right? Like I'm pretty sure it is. I think I read the write up last week, but I can't remember. Um, but yeah, good stuff. Outfit still around. um, and looking good, which I'm always a fan of as a diehard Wayland. As far as the top cut, though, a lot of Hosh and a lot of outfit made it through. And then pretty even representation otherwise. But yeah, only three Hoshikos this time. So nature is healing in a way, but still very dominant. So I'm curious after this upcoming weekend, which is supposed to be when the Euro Africa Continental is, which is going to be online. So if you're looking to participate in a large structured event and, you know, the time zone works out for you, why not? Especially since we've had two big tournaments. So there's definitely still some place in the meta for uh, like I think development, right? Like nothing is solidified yet, that's for sure. Um, but it's a good chance to try out any deck builds that you have, some cool brews, and then maybe it might go well. It might go well, and then uh, we can maybe see like a couple different identities at the top. But I think okay, then we have Intercontinental Championship. Um, Following that, September 2nd. So that's, I think, 2 weekends after, right? Yeah, so that'll be 2 weekends after. And then I'm willing to bet that's going to be at the point after when we'd see a ban list, right? The top four of each. Oh, no, no, no. That's right. Oh my gosh. This is how tired I am. Internet Continental Championship. This is going to be top four for each of the three continentals. Um, so this is going to be spicy. That's for sure. You're going to see a lot of big names here competing, and uh, I'll definitely be looking forward to this, seeing how this one goes. Um, I wonder if they would want to put out a ban list prior to the Internet Continentals happening. Like I imagine, um, okay, like Euro Africa is going to happen for sure. Like that's taking place this upcoming weekend. There's not really a whole lot of time for people to be like, all right, I'm gonna do an entirely new deck build, untested, unless you're just grinding out games on JNet all week. So if we're gonna get any news about a ban list, probably will be in a couple days or a couple weeks at the earliest. It wouldn't surprise me if it's after Intercontinentals. Um, I'm trying to think. I don't think I actually watched Intercontinentals last year. Um, Deck list published. Okay, so it still seems like people get to bring new decks, which is good. Like in an evolving meta, you don't want people to have to be stuck with what might not be as strong after a couple weeks of some tournament grinding. So, all right, pretty cool things. Um, Related to tournaments, I actually hopped on to do a video with one of the Neon Static boys, Eric, also known as Canister, for a recorded video they have from the previous meta. Here, I'm going to just copy that link real quick and throw it into the chat before I forget about it. There we go. So, if you're not familiar, Neon Static is a trio of phenomenal individuals. It's Canister, Gulbrander, and Triforce Legend on Discord. They are all from New Hampshire, and they meet, I think, weekly or bi-weekly at Midgard Games to just play Netrunner. Originally startup and then transitioning over to Standard. So if you're in the area, you should definitely drop by and go play some Netrunner in person. It's great. And if you're not in the area, that information is even less useful to you than it is to me. Um, it's a little bit like too much of a drive out from where I'm at. Unfortunately, to be like going to on a weekly basis, but it's also a very nice store. The first time I went there was actually for the startup tournament they first had in what was it, April? And that was the day that the Midgard Games and Hobbies had actually been broken into. So I roll up into the parking lot and just like the door is missing, which was that it was something. But yeah, this is actually the video itself is from the older meta. So a lot of the stuff like is rotated. Bin breakers for one. But it's still it's a cool video, I think, to just like capture that moment of the game's lifespan, especially since it's I'm trying to remember. I think it's a Asmari versus Adam matchup as well. So and since Adam's rotated, we're not going to be seeing that ID, but although some of his cards do remain. Um, so yeah, be sure to check that out. As far as other content, oh yeah, I actually have a couple new podcasts that I've been listening to that have been recently put out from the Netrunner community. And before I mess up any of the names of what I've been listening to, I'm just going to discreetly pull it up on my phone. There is Querying the Message, um, which is QTM is a testing group community of I think if I'm not mistaken, like a queer group of individuals who are all Netrunner players, and they have their own testing group, um, and they have a podcast now, and it's great. They have a couple episodes out so far, and they're great episodes. Um, Both just discussion of the game and then talking about it competitively as well, different cards. So I'm really looking forward to some of the new episodes whenever those uh, get published. So let me just also link that one as well. So definitely worth a listen to, as well as Neon Static's podcast, which is I think a few episodes in, and they most recently put one out about the new TAI stuff, which is it's fresh. It's just chatting about new cards. And then another one that I am probably just behind on to mention. I think at this point everyone is more familiar with it, which is that actually Null Signal Games started putting out their own podcast. As I think they mentioned, it's a way for them to like have some more community engagement. It's a way for them to chat about what's going on with them, and also good stuff. And they have a couple interviews with the bigger names in the community. The first one is with Dan B. Bushi, who is also part of the New England meta. Um, I haven't given all of their episodes to listen yet, but it's been good. So if you are always in like a perpetual state of seeking Netrunner content to enjoy, like I am, there's a new dearth of things for you to enjoy. All right, um, but let's see here. Right. No, I used the word wrong. Dearth is not the word I'm looking for. An abundance, if anything. There's an abundance of new content to be enjoyed. Um, of new Netrunner stuff, podcasts, video content. I mean, it's a great time for Netrunner content as well. Like the new cards just came out, so there's like this new life into the game, which as excited I am, I just need to make sure I like have the time and make time for it in order to play. Um, but as far as what we're looking to play tonight, let's go look at NRDB. I have a deck list that I've picked that I want to try out because after last week's embarrassing attempt at playing NEH, which was abysmal, I think it might be time to just go find a deck made by people who are smarter and better at the game than I am and see what we can come up with. Um, but what's nice is that there's actually a couple tournament decks already published from Cascadia. So, like I was saying, Isengrin's got his Arasana deck, um, which these text blocks are great, which end with the teammates for uh, Snare Bears talking about bringing sure gambles, and then Jeff saying, "This is all good feedback. I'm not going to implement any of this because I didn't bring gambles by accident," which is that's a vibe. That's a vibe, man. Um, but I really like this deck. One thing I was struggling when I was going through and building an Arasana deck is that I wasn't sure exactly how many programs to include. Like, uh, how many copies of Pichachon am I supposed to have? Because it seems like a great card. What about Cubon or like Slap Handle? Like all of this stuff. All of this stuff. I feel like I didn't have the deck building expertise to put together. Um, but there's some really good stuff here. And then we got the boat, which Jeff has always been a fan of. I think a lot of his they've been playing Ob, so it's good to see it doing very well. And it's got some sneaky stuff with new cards. So I'm willing to bet on his stream this week he's going to be playing this. So I'm going to keep my eyes peeled for that. Let's see. Oh yeah. Also Wentagon, who is another metamate. Hank took I think ninth in the cut. It took me a second because I think someone else mentioned this in our Discord, which was that they saw Henry. I was like, who's Henry? But also shout outs to Wentagon. Um, also Ray and Lat. Real nice stuff. So, but yeah. Um, Cascadia, go check out the top 8 video. It's great. Check out Swiss if you have time. It was a long day of 10 rounds of Netrunner, so um, there's some good stuff there, though. Let's see, I think I can close this for now. Yeah, we don't need ABR. And then, okay, yeah, this is the deck I was interested in checking out, which is fourth from APAC by Styx. And then, first off, the name Democracy Manifest comes from this absurd video, which I will not click, but you should definitely check out if you are interested, which explains where the name comes from, and also the title of our video tonight for judo training, because I want to get good at the good yellow cards. That's it. I'm not worried about uh like I guess like uh tournament preparedness. I just want to feel like I have a better understanding of this faction who I've avoided for a very, very long time, playing on a regular basis. So, but this looks fun. It has a lot of new cards. It has a lot of assets for installing, and you get to control the ability. Or you get to like be pretty sure that this ability is just going to fire off a bunch, which is pretty nice. Um, let's see here though. Yeah, it's got Sand City Grid. The only changes I did make, I already got this in JNet, is that Styx here recommends cutting an Oppo because it's not HHN, and then adding a third federal fundraising, which I did. So for when we do jump into games, that is something that we'll be ready for. And it looks like a lot of fun. Only very thin on the ice, which is not usually how I play. I historically have also been big into Glacier, but we'll see how it goes. Oh yeah, one thing I did want to talk about that's been making the rounds is that is a draft format. One thing I really enjoy in card games is limited formats, draft in particular. And you might have seen this if you're in GLC or in, I think, Philly or the New York groups, is that there's this format called Snake Draft. And basically the idea, and I can bring up a blank spreadsheet here, I think. So if you've done, I have not. If you've done any form of drafting for sports, from what I understand, the format usually goes that you will do a pick, everyone else in the pool will do a pick, and then it will loop back around, forming in a shape like a snake. And that's what we have here for the snake draft here in Netrunner. Let me zoom in a little bit. This is kind of small, I think. So yeah, this originally I think comes from I think it has a bit of history. Hold on. I reached out to Analyze Chris, who is one of the, I believe, New York meta members. So shout out to Analyze Chris. Thanks for chatting with me. I really appreciate it. That there was a snake draft back in 2016, way back in the day. And they for this version of the spreadsheet that we're looking at now, Analyze Chris developed the UI for the spreadsheet, and Internet, another member of the Netrunner community, improved it with some of their Magic Group and the back-end work of Anthony Maddox at Lucky Paper, which is a neat little article read which discusses about drafting during the pandemic, and especially when there's you're looking for like a way to do it asynchronously, because that's the biggest thing. I have done draft in person with Magic. So, that all just takes place like in the same time. Everyone gets 3 packs and you just pass it around, and it's good. A bit time consuming maybe, but it's good. So, and probably one of my favorite ways to play the game Magic, honestly. But as a limited fan, it's nice to see that there's some format available in Netrunner, which is my preferred game. So this draft that we have here, and I think I will... Oh, I have not. Okay. I'm going to drop this link into the chat as well. And any of the links that I'm talking about here will be in the description of the video as well when it gets uploaded to YouTube. You get 7 other people. There's you. There's you, the person who wants to play the draft. And then you get 7 other people that you know. And you say, all right, we are going to go and we're going to do this draft. And the way it works is that you first off, set up the card pool. So down here at the bottom, you've got your runner cards and your corp cards. This is by default set up to do TAI since it's just a new set. And then there is a set of rules over here on the overview as well. Basically, you pick your corp card and you pick a runner card. And then once cards you pick, they can be included in your final list. And ideally, you will have an ID as well that you pick up along the way because those are on the list. And at the end of it, you'll be able to build a standard legal deck. So it's not like other draft where you don't have to worry about the legality of it. In this, you actually do want to make sure that you're building a legit deck. So you also have, depending on your pod, and the one I'm in, we discussed the idea of banning Hoshiko, where I think we're keeping Hoshiko, and another one has opted to not. So that's one of the changes that you can make just based on the people you want to play with. And so for every pick, you just go through and you just go, down this list, picking a different card every time. So like what's really cool about the spreadsheet is that it'll automatically update as well. So like if you just start typing Dirty Laundry or like if we go to corp cards, if you start or corp draft, start typing wage workers, it'll automatically pop up. It saves it. It configures it so that here in these tabs, it locks it so that no one else can pick it. And then in results, after all the draft is done, you've gone through, I think, 15 rounds is the default, which is recommended currently given the card pool. But you can do 16. We're going to do 16 in ours. Then you just go play games. It's round robin, and then you just report after. I think we're actually doing like a top 2, top 4 for a bunch of the pods that are happening on the East Coast Discords. So it's exciting stuff. Really looking forward to it. We're in, I think, the second round of picks. And I think maybe next stream, if it's more finalized, or if it's all totally finalized, I might show that, and then we can take a look at how terrible the draft goes for me and see what we can build from there. But yeah, it's really cool. I definitely recommend it if you're looking for a nice new way to play Netrunner, because I have not played any draft Netrunner, but from what I understand, a lot of people really love it. So, all right, let's go ahead and take this deck, and we're just going to hop into some games. Oh, and I should probably have like the deck list pulled up somewhere. My favorite thing to forget. Make sure I find it first. Where'd it go? There it is. Okay. I knew it was on the list here somewhere. Okay. There we go. So no hedge funds again, which is very interesting. So I feel like it's probably just like a lot of installing, going cheap. Like you can burn money into Sand and Bladderwort to just keep the runner tagged, and then you just always have an end of the line because why wouldn't you? It's a nice card. It does nice damage. All right. Because I think the widest deck I played would be like Gagarin back in the day. Oh, okay, bye. All right, maybe they saw that it would be live and they didn't want to hop in. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, it's super for Twitch, and then eventually on stream. Don't worry, I have no idea what I'm doing. Heck yes, Mercury. I'm stoked to see this beautiful Bioroid. All right, let's get some cards down here for sure. I think we keep this. There's like no ice, but we're gonna have the we're gonna have the Sand to throw some money at if worse comes to worse. All right, let's start. the turn. All right, there we go. We got virtual service agent. Um, all right, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure we start with uh, just emptying our hand, playing a bunch of cards. So let's do that. Let's do a new remote. Res. New remote. New remote. This should give us another click. Yep, that's good. Uh, and then I think we just put this on uh, HQ. Yeah, I think that's fine. But the thing is, Mercury's going to have some pretty good access. We're not super worried about what they have, or they'd find over here. So, all right, they're going to make a run. All right, yep, Rashida gets trashed, and then I get a counter, and then no further actions. Rashida also gets trashed again. All right, and then they're going to breach. They're going to access another. All right. They trash federal fundraising. Dang. Okay. Yeah, from what I understand, that card is good. I think we would like that card. All right, let's start. Okay. We got the Enigma, which is nice. We're only at 3 credits though, so not gonna whole lot that's gonna happen there. Um. All right. They have 5 credits. Let's see if we can get some more ice up. First off. I think if we can get 3 counters over here on Epiphany Analytica, that will be pretty good. Let's just put some stuff down and some new remotes. New remote, put you on R&D. Then what do we do? Do we click for a credit? I think we just click for a credit. 2, 2, 5. Okay. So either way, we're not gonna be able to res both pieces of ice, but we'll still have a decent amount of econ. Let's see, and then we can pitch it pretty good so that if we're worried about being doofed, we don't have to be. Do you want to go broke? Oh no, no, okay. They're just gonna do sand off that. All right. Let's see. We do need the federal fundraising in order for it to combo off with the balance coverage, because balance coverage is we get money for matching the chosen type, and then federal fundraising is allowing us to rearrange. So we want both of these up on the board. So let's res. Start turn. Let's just guess asset. And it's a bladderwort. Okay, good. Yeah, let's reveal. That's fine. And then I think we just want to draw up here so we can have some more cards in hand, because we have exactly 1 card right now. 3, 4. Yeah, so we mandatory draw, 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 and now we're on our last click. Right? Or did I miscount that? Mandatory, draw, draw. We'll just drop again. All right, cool. So now we have a full hand of cards, plenty of stuff to install. No federal fundraising, but that's all right. Because now we can just install a bunch of cards again. Oh, twinning, bravado. They still get money off of it. I don't want them to have the multi-access, so I think we do go ahead and res. All right. That's fine. Nothing else we want to res. We're just going to be installing a bunch of stuff. Asset. Yes, reveal. All right. Let's go ahead and start throwing some stuff down. I don't like the idea of getting hit with a dirty laundry, so I think we're just going to cover up archives as well. New remote for the bladderwort. The Vera, I think, would be okay once they eventually start finding agendas. And then I think we go ahead and put the other balance coverage down, because they're not unique, which is something I didn't realize when I was looking at the set previously. All right, so we have pretty good setup here. Okay, they are doing Estabrado, which is the indoor job. Threat 4. No, I don't think we want to res against this. Let's see. They're going to access both cards. They could trash Amani Sanai, which we have 2 of. But again, I'm not worried about them getting in on that, honestly. I could give them a tag, though. Tag is pretty nice. And now they know we have the trick, so they'll need to take care of that tag immediately, or just draw up. All right, and we're sitting on 2 credits left, so we are able to res the other virtual surface agent. Um, okay, yeah, that's our bladderwort. They can go ahead and trash that if they want. I think the biggest play here really is to just go start digging on R&D. All right, let's res some stuff. And then we res the bladderwort, and then we start our turn. Let's do the balance coverage, naming asset, and balance coverage, naming. I think it should be unique. Bladderwort. Let's see. Do I want to reveal it in order to gain 2 credits? No, I don't. I don't think I do. Ah, but if I don't, because I have the one balance coverage that triggered, so that I feel like I have to let them know what it is. Because if I don't tell them what it is, they're gonna just assume that it's uh something else. So we'll just reveal it. It's fine. All right, and then we get uh, oh, they're talking about balance coverage. Is it that popular? I haven't had much of a chance to play lately. All right. Anyway, as far as what we're gonna do, let's draw some cards. Let's start there. Oh boy, there's there's the Bologna. All right, I think that we just gain a credit. That's all we'll do for this time. Okay. Maybe we'll see some changes after uh, Continentals if it's that dominant. All right, let's see. Is there anything we want to spend money on? Um, I think we want to res this. Start turn. Bounce coverage, naming an asset. Spin Doctor, reveal. Bounce coverage, naming an asset. Reveal. And then we have enough to res the Sansan City Grid, but not enough to trigger off of it. So I think we just want to install the Spin Doctor in a new remote. Oh, actually, maybe we just need to put the Bologna down. It feels too risky to put the Bologna down somewhere without any ice to go in front of it. So I think we'll put a new remote for the Spin Doctor. And then we just credit. Um, and then next turn, we should be able to score the the air raising, assuming they don't run for it. Yeah, we'll res, and then we will shuffle. We're gonna take one of the federal fund ratings and a Rashida. All right, so good stuff. Let's res this Sansan. Start turn. Just name asset again. Yeah, we'll reveal Lady Liberty. Reveal Lady Liberty. Get a bunch of money. And then I think we just want to score this off of server 5 so that now whenever they trash something, they're going to get a tag. Reveal the grip and trash a card. I'm pretty sure that's a yes. Let's see. They have a Docklands Pass, Rejig, Class Act. I think we just get rid of the Class Act because that's some really good card draw. All right. And turn, we have to discard down. Let's get rid of... Oof. All right. There's actually some really good stuff here. I think we want to get rid of the other Sand. We definitely want to keep the ice. And do we keep Lady Liberty around? I think we have to keep Oppo Research. Amani's nice. Lady Liberty's nice, but very expensive. And how many cards do we have? We have 8. Jeez. Okay, we really have to discard down then. All right, let's get rid of the Sand. Let's get rid of Amani. And we definitely need things to install. Do we just get rid of the wage workers as well? How many wage workers are we on? We're on 2. Eventually they have to trash it, so I think we keep it for now. Let's get rid of the ice, assuming that we're going to find another one. Because eventually we have to draw up and get an ice that way. We don't have anything to res this time, so... Oh, there's the Femme. Yep, very nice. There she is. All right, so now they're going to be getting through to R&D. Super easy. Let's do balance coverage, naming asset. Yep. Just the 2 subs. All right, we need to install some things. Let's keep the Oppo in hand. We definitely want that. So I think we just throw some stuff down in order to gain our clicks, or gain our free click. So let's install. Oh my god, I just imagine like seeing this on a table. It's obnoxious. All right, install, and then we're definitely running out of gas here. So let's just gain probably another credit. No, they could get through if they have diversion of funds pretty easily through to HQ. All the worst that's going to happen is they... Oh no, they still would take a tag, so not ideal for them. But let's just gain a credit this time. We could throw the res up on Lady Liberty. All right, they're drawing cards. Yeah, we actually haven't seen, I feel like, that many agendas. We saw 2 so far, and we've gone through a lot of the deck, it feels like. All right, yeah, no actions. They're going to access 2. Oh, there's 1. And they added the wage workers. All right, let's put a counter. Let's do Oracle Think Tank to give them a tag. Reveal the grip and trash a card. Let's get rid of... Probably... probably the Wake Implant, because we don't want them getting multi-access. I feel like that's probably the best play. Oh, there we go. All right, let's trash a card. Again, let's get rid of... Let's see. The inside job stuff doesn't matter because we're not going to have much of a deck anyway. I think we just get rid of Docklands Pass, right? I feel like that might be the right play. So they have 2 tags, which means we can get a value end of the line here just to shoot a bunch of stuff out of hand because they're not going to be able to get rid of it. Let's Rashida, though. Start turn. Mandatory draw. Let's do Rashida. All right, there we go. Now we got some good stuff going on. Let's do balance coverage, naming asset. Yep, that's good. Balance coverage, naming asset. And then let's just install some stuff. New remote. Put you on R&D because we don't want them getting in too much. Then put this down in a new remote as well. And then you get to... We finally found our federal fundraising, so this can also go in a new remote. End turn. Jeez. All right. Oh, nice. They got the networking. They got the networking to remove the tags. Pretty good. Pretty good. And they spend to keep it in hand. Very nice. Of course, they are up to 3 agenda points, which is very nice. All right, let's res Lady Liberty. Let's res the Bladderwort, and let's res the federal fundraising. Start turn, mandatory draw. We're going to use federal fundraising. Look at the top 3 cards. Choose a card to put on top first. Let's put Bologna, then the Gaslight, and then the Spin Doctor. And then we will draw a card. Let's do balance coverage to name an asset. Balance coverage, name an asset. So we just get a bunch of money. It's disgusting. Lady Liberty gets a counter on it, right? All right. Which is pretty good. And then, let's see. I think, do we just install more things? Actually, I need to zoom out because the board is so disgustingly wide. All right. I think we go for tag heavy, assuming they steal next turn. We don't have any ice as the thing, so I think we just want to try to install new remote, new remote, new remote, and then this is absurd. This is too wide. All right. I don't really want to draw or gain anything at this point. So I think we just maybe gain another credit. Community assets in the new set, I think. And the fact that some of these are not unique is wild. Yeah, I get what you mean about that, as well as balance coverage. So much board to deal with. You either go broke or ignore it and hope for the best. All right, we got a prepaid voice pad. Nice. At some point, they're going to have to run the Lady Liberty. Otherwise, we're going to be able to score that Bologna out of hand. All right, rejig. And install program or hardware from grip. Okay, very nice. Okay, is there anything here that we want to res? I think, yeah, we're going to get some money, and then we're not worried about the Spin Doctor yet. We'll leave the Spin Doctor face down. Let's mandatory draw. Federal fundraising. Look at the top 3 cards. Let's hide the Bologna. Let's put a money in, and then I think we'll draw it up, and then we'll just get the ice after that. We'll draw a card. We'll use the balance coverages to show ice. Show ice. And then Lady Liberty gets trigger. Bladderwort. The Maryland campaign. We have 25 credits in this hedge fundless deck, which is insane to me. I think we just put... see, they can run Lady Liberty to trash it next turn, which will make them go broke. So do I try to go for some kind of cheeky play here? Let's see. They still have inside job, so I can put them in a situation where they get end of the line, and I think I could end of the line them twice if I get enough tags on them. Okay, I think we go for that. I think we protect server 14 because I don't want them trashing it. I think we have to put an Amani down. And then do we put... I think we just put the wage workers back down just to get the free click. And then we gain a credit. Oh my god. It's so small. Everything is so tiny. I just like I'm looking I take up more of the space here than hang on, I gotta move my camera thing. Here we go. I feel like this is better. There we go. We'll just put me in the little corner right now. Jeez. Yeah, this is pretty nasty. All right. Okay, here we go. You know, I could just cover my hand, maybe? I don't know. All right, used Mystic, Career Fair, Class Act, Miami. Okay. All right. We'll just leave this be for now. Let's see. Is there anything I want to res? I do want to res no, I don't have anything I want to res. Mandatory draw, federal fundraising to look at the top 3. Let's put uh the Bologna into our hand, I think. Okay, no, let's get um draw a card, balance coverage, set to show the spin doctor, which I'm not worried about. Asset, reveal, and then Bladderwort. Lady Liberty triggers to get 3 power counters on it. Bladderwort, alright. Then let's just use Lady Liberty to, I think, add an agenda from HQ to score area with points equal to the exact number of hosted power counters, which is 3. This one, right? Okay, and then that's our turn. That's our turn. Yikes. But now Lady Liberty is going to bump up, going to 4 power counters, which is not going to do us any good, really. All right, they got Poemu. Let's just zoom in. This is absurd. I'll just scroll through all this nonsense for y'all to see. All right, inside job. Do I want them to hit the EULA? I don't want to have to install the EULA again, so I think I do that. And then I think continue to approach ice and counter ice. All right. Then we Amani. No further actions. All right. Yeah, so they're going to get 3 cards, right? No agendas. Interesting. But they are broke now. So I think we can just go for a bold-faced install advance for a Bologna, assuming we find any ice. Which I think we do. All right. Federal fundraising. Look at the top 3. Do we get any ice? No ice. Okay, that's kind of a bummer. I was hoping for some. Draw a card. Yes. Balance coverage. Naming asset because it's Rashida. All right. Lady Liberty does get the power counter. Bladderwort triggers. Maryland campaign. All right. So, yeah, I really want some ice. Let's see, because they could definitely get in enforceable on a steal. Let's res. Okay, no agendas this time, unfortunately. But we can still install advance to score out the other A-res, and there is a third one. No, I think at that point we'd be looking for a Beal or a Tomorrow's headline, but it's a decent play, all right. So what do we have? We have 3 cards in hand, so we discard 2 of them, and I think I'm okay with that, honestly. So let's just go server 5, advance, score. All right. Trash 1 card. Let's reveal Sure Gamble, Spark, Networking. Oh, geez. Okay, interesting. So a lot of cheap cards, but I'd want them to be sure to take tags or have to pay for it out the nose. So I think we just get rid of the networking. X is the requirement, advancement requirement of the stored agenda or stolen agenda. All right. Yeah, they can't do anything. So it just happens. It just, oh my God, this is disgusting. This deck is gross, y'all. Oh my gosh. All right, Trace was successful, and I think we just continue getting rid of their multi-access. Or no, we have to get rid of the Fem. Yeah, that's the good card to get rid of. Because they still have the cheap ways of busting into the deck or into R&D and HQ. But oof. End turn. So let's discard down to 5. So we have to discard 3. Let's get rid of this Bologna. Let's get rid of this Spin Doctor. No, we'll keep the Spin Doctor. We'll get rid of a Bladderwort and we'll get rid of another Vera. Oh my gosh, yeah. I did notice that there's the R plus decks, and yellow has always been like a good color in Netrunner, but oh my gosh, having balanced coverage and federal fundraising just working at the same time is uh, ridiculous. But they still are at 3 points. They are still at 3 points. And they picked, I feel like, a good spot to run when he did, because like a lot of the cards we were going through at the start of there were not anything like fantastic. All right, that's not bad. Let's do I have anything I want to get? No, I just want to look at the top and see if we get a 2 pointer. Mandatory draw. Let's do the Maryland. Oh yeah, probably should have done that last actually. Federal fundraising. Let's look at the top. Oh, there's our Beal. All right. Balance coverage. Reveal. What did I put? Agenda. Yeah. Agenda. Agenda. Bladderwort, and then we just install this onto the San and score out. So server 5. They don't have any way to get out like a clot. GG. You weren't joking. These cards are nasty. Thanks for the game. All right, cool. Yeah, which is a bummer. I really like Mercury. Uh, really difficult to stay afloat. Uh, if they announce anything about these cards, I would not be super surprised. But we'll see. Take care. All right. I feel kind of bad. Oh man. Yeah, that was nasty just having like this very solid board state early on, not getting anything really trashed here. But yeah, like they were saying, Ma I feel like does good against this list, right? Like Ma makes sense. Oh god, just seeing the watermark here, I feel like a amateur. Like having moss, you could just throw things into the bin because so much of this is expensive. Like they're gonna go broke otherwise. So I don't know what you do here, other than just having like an early multi-access and then just trying to dig through R&D very quickly. But I don't know. Here, let's. I'm pretty beat as it is, but let's do one more game before we call it a night. Just kind of a short stream. So, all right. Should I do like all caps? All right. Uh, with any luck, maybe this one won't go our way, and we can see some neat stuff from the runners. But I feel like I've had my fill after that one game. I got a pretty decent idea how things are working here, which is always something good that you should do whenever you're playing a competitive game anyway, is that you want to understand the stuff that you get beat by, or even if you don't especially like care for playing it, you want to at least try it out. Gives you an idea of what it's running, what to expect, that kind of thing. What do we got? Oh, all right. Okay, we got some Padma. Oh yeah, this isn't bad. Um, Also, I feel like I need to clear my cache or something because these still have like the old NSG backs where they say Nisei. Let's keep this. We don't have wage workers, but that's not so bad. Let's draw and put some stuff on the board. Let's just put one on R&D. Or no, we'll put it on HQ. Put this on HQ, and then let's just go for the combo and make them have to pay in order to stop it from happening. Once again, my board is already taking up screen space where my body is. Oh, yep, dirty laundry. That's fair. Oh, we got Matryoshka. Nice. All right, let's get this going. We actually probably want the bladderwort, but we can go ahead and show that we have a balanced coverage. So let's put Ares back. Balance coverage, draw the bladderwort, and then show that we have the balance coverage. So just do that, and then we can just put, I think the. Oh right, no, we don't draw the areas. So let's just throw some stuff on the board. Let's look at this deck. So just trying to head out. That's kind of the same reason I'm playing this. I don't normally play NBN. All right, let's just throw some stuff on the board and call it a turn. If only I had wage workers, then it would be even more offensive. All right, Stone Shipyard Room. Draw 2 cards. Oh, deep dive. Oh no! Hate to see it. Oh, I don't think I have anything to res. Uh, oh yeah, no, I do want Vera. This will be interesting to see how it resolves. All right, breaches R&D. Access is an unseen card. All right. So I'm gonna get to trash the deep dive back out of their hand. Epiphany resolves. Reveal the grip. Trash the deep dive. Oh boy. Jeez. All right. Yeah, they're probably gonna draw up. +1 hand size, so they do have 6, which is pretty nice. All right. I think we want the bladderwort and we want the balance coverage, and then mandatory draw. Let's do the bladderwort first. That gets rid of a mayfly. Federal fundraising. What is this? It's a wide, mean deck. Very thin on ice, though. Short of me. That's pretty damn interesting. Yeah, it's the usual NVN playstyle. Um, I'm not the biggest fan. Let's do federal fundraising. Look at the top 3. Okay, there's another. Oh, there's our wage workers. Okay, let's put the ping down. Bladderwort, wage workers, draw a card, then reveal that's another bladderwort, which is not going to trigger for any money anymore. But let's new remote, res the wage workers, install, put this on R&D, and then we'll have the extra click, and we just put a new remote down. As note, I don't know most standard cards. Oh, okay. Are you moving over from startup? Yeah, basically. Oh, okay. Yeah. Standard MBN can play some nasty wide board stuff. All right. I don't think I care about them accessing the bladderwort. All right, but we do res this other bladderwort to trash another card. Pain. I feel you. I'm usually on the receiving end. All right, start turn. Mandatory federal fundraising to look at the top 3. There's some of Jinja's there. Okay. Um, but I think, you know what? Yeah, let's just do it. Let's just reveal the agenda. Let's res you to draw up, see if we get anything good. Okay. Um, they have a breaker, so they can get through for that first ping. I think we just play a little shuffling game, and then we can put a piece of ice in front of something. What do we want to protect? I feel like we want to make them work for the tomorrow's headline at least, right? God, let me. No, no, no. I remember from last time. I do the zoom in, and then we'll just scroll back and forth as needed. All right, draw, draw, gain a credit. Yeah, we're rich enough that we're. You know what? Last game I didn't have to use the Analytica ability at all, and I think that's going to be the case again for this game. Maybe. Yeah, let's look at the top three. We're not worried about Rashida. We'll keep that on secret for now. Let's put the agenda on first. Maryland, another federal. Draw a card, and then asset, asset. The bladderwort triggers as well. We get some more credits, but let's just score out uh, tomorrow's headline. Let's see what they have that we want to get rid of. Probably the sure gamble. Um, we don't have anything for tag punishment, unfortunately. If we had a gaslight, that'd be pretty nice. We could get the gaslight just to go ahead and get out the. We could use it to get the end of the line, and that would end the game here. Can't trash any of this because it's hardware. We don't have retribution in the deck, so I think we just go ahead and advance, or let's just install a card. Yeah, new remote. Uh, what's the name of the wheels? Like the full name of the card? Because I feel like that card definitely has some value against the stack. Let's see, Hannah Wheels, Pilintra. Oh, no worries. All right. All I'm saying is that I feel like stuff that gets you more runs, like Wheels, has some good use against decks like this uh, for remote spam nonsense. And I feel like she got some play in the Continentals, but I'd have to check. All right. Is there anything we want to res? Yeah, we want to res this, and we want to res Rashida. Let's do Rashida to just gain 3, draw 3. Uh, Bladderwort to gain more. Let's do federal fundraising to look at the top 3. Oh, hey, the Gaslight. Perfect. Okay, we'll put Amani, Enigma, Gaslight to draw the Gaslight, and then we will say asset. Oh, wait. Oh my gosh, I got mixed up. It's ice. It's ice that we have on top of R&D. And then, all right, then we're back on our install game nonsense. So let's put Lady Liberty down, server 11, and then we'll put a new remote with Rashida in it, and then new remote with Gaslight in it. And then I think we just want to maybe stop them from getting. There's no point in trying to stop a dirty laundry. That it's going to happen either way. I think we just put the other federal fundraising down. Like that's it. This is the first time I've had to scroll on the site. Yeah, usually decks aren't this absurd. Yep, there's the dirty laundry. All right, so they're back in the money. No further actions. All right. Epiphany Analytica, reveal and trash with Vera. Let's get rid of what? A running hot. Actually, I don't mind if you lose stuff. Let's get rid of Stone Ship Chart Room. Don't need them in drawing cards if we do end up going for our flatline here. Not likely, but you know, I'd rather they don't have card draw. Now, do we trigger the Rashid off of this next turn? I don't think we do. I think we just want to. All right, no further actions. That's also a good pick, honestly. Okay. Ooh, the overclock. Nice. They won't be able to trash though, is the thing. And they do take the tag here. So we could go for... Actually, do we have it on board? No, we only have the one Gaslight. So short of us drawing up into the end of the line, we don't have a kill victory here. Can they trash it? They can trash it. Oh no, hold on. I think you had 4 left over on overclock. And could have trashed the Lady Liberty if you wanted to. Yeah, because they had to spend just 1 to break through. Yeah. I'll help you out. Just let's see. Can I trash this guy? No worries. Oh, my bad. I'll put it back. I thought you were saying to trash it. Undo turn. If you could do undo turn for me, that would be super cool. It's good. Yeah, it's good to know. Okay. Oh, that went back to your turn. Lol. My mistake. Uh, nah. It undid your last. See, it undid your last turn, which was my bad. Uh, it was server 10, 13, and 11. Let's see. All right. And you first played Diesel to draw. I'm pretty sure that's what happened, right? Oh yeah. So, all right. No further actions. Okay. Get the counter. See, this is amateur play on my count. Let's get rid of let's see. I guess just this. That's fine. All right. No further actions. All right, they'll access. They run into this with the overclock and a ping. Got that nice extra click from Balasar. So good. I forget about this card, honestly. All right. Yeah. I think you also played Diesel and tapped Proco 1 time. Then ran server. You also ran one server with dirty laundry. I accept full responsibility for mucking this up, by the way. I think you can tap up to 5 and just drag the dirty laundry. All right. No one watched this footage, by the way. This is embarrassing. All right. There we go. And then I got rid of... I'll just get rid of that. And then they ran 13 and took out the Rashida. No further actions. All right. Res ping. Continue to movement, and then they're able to get in to the Lady Liberty. Which, again, my mistake. It's definitely my fault for getting this all happening in the first place. All right, no further actions. All right. Sorry for all of that. My fault in the first place for being unable to read chat. All right, res. Let's get this going. Is there anything else I want to res here? Probably not. Well, I guess I can have both federal fundings just to look at both of them. I look at the top 3 cards. All right, let's put the Bologna on top, and then yeah, and then we'll just do federal fundraising again. Bologna, Bladderwort, draw the Bladderwort, and then balance coverage to name asset twice. Bladderwort triggers. Let's see. Yeah, Lady Liberty triggered as well. And so then I can just score this out of hand for the whole turn. It's only 1, but I mean, I'm not gonna turn that down. Especially, I'll admit, I feel bad after that whole mix-up, that kerfuffle. That was my fault anyway. Now, if we could find a 2-pointer down here, that'll be nice. To trigger off of the Lady Liberty, and then a 3-pointer for a Bologna. An ideal scenario, not likely to happen, but it's something that could happen. All right, so they're drawing. They got Matryoshka back up. They only have the one Matryoshka, but I mean, like I said, I'm not gonna have. Oh no, I'm not gonna have any like deep servers of ice, frankly. Oh, okay. They are all set. All right. I don't think I have anything I need to res or do. Let's just start turn. Mandatory draw. Federal fundraising. Look at the top 3. Oh, okay, some ice. That's fine. Draw a card. Federal fundraising again. 2 Bolognas. Great. All right. We'll definitely need to draw into one of them. Draw a card. Balance coverage for naming ice. Then balance coverage again. Name ice. And then let's go installing. All right. They have 3 Matryoshkas now, but they are super broke. Is there anything I'd actually want to put anywhere? If I could find uh, a sand somewhere, that would be nice. Um, do I just install up on server? No, no, no. We keep server 11 alive because then we can score the Bologna out of hand next turn. I think we just put uh, some stuff down on the board and call it a day. New remote. Put this on R&D. New remote for the last federal fundraising and then for the Amani Sinai as well. Oh, right. Lady Liber triggers. All right. End turn. Oh, Discord. Let's see. Let's see. Um, Let me actually find my ID. Can't hop on right now with the stream, but feel free to message or add. Is that like the proper thing? I don't feel like I met someone over Discord or over Janet to be like, hey, do you want to meet up on Discord before? Uh, Add me if you want. All right, here, and then I can just throw my ID out here. Let me see if I can find it. Copy user ID. No, that's not it. How do I find the thing? Oh my gosh. All right, yeah, they're overclocking. We'll res the ping. That's fine. Okay, I'll have to find it later. That's what's going on. All right. Continue. No further actions. Pretty sure. Oh wait, no, actually, I do want to res a couple things. Need to res Amani, and I need to res. Nope, that's it. All right, they found virtual service agent, but I feel like resing Amani is definitely like a tell to be like, hey, I have an agenda in hand. So if you just find it, all right, let's res this other black port so we can just continue this disgusting uh, trend of looking through all my cards. Oh, hey, there's the end of the line that I want. All right, Bologna, ping. We're going to draw the end of the line. All right, put the Bologna back down, and then I'll take a Eula. That's a nice card. Lady Liberty triggers, Bladderwort, Maryland campaign. Yes, we'll shuffle that in because we would like to see... I should have done that after, because now I'm going to just be guessing what I have here. Asset. Oh gosh, no, I messed that up twice. I wasn't paying attention. Let's just score out the Bologna. End turn. I can look it up after the stream. Happy to share. I'm also just Sunny, and then what's the skull icon? On GLC if you're on there. All right, start their turn. 0 creds. We're looking really good. If we can find any of the 1-pointer or 2-pointer, we're set here. No Beals, no Sand, unfortunately. Oh god, just scrolling through this log of everything that's been happening in this game. Yikes. All good. I'll send you its link All right. Dirty laundry. Yeah, no further actions. I, yeah. All right. Now they know it's a gaslight. Let's just find this last agenda and call it a night here, guys. All right. Federal fundraising. Look at the top three. Can I get anything good? No, we're not free yet. Okay, there's a Beal. Draw the Beal. And then, what was it? It was an asset, right? Yes. Bladderwort, Lady Liberty continues. Federal fundraising. Again, look at the top three. Oh, hey, there's our spin doctor. That's nice. Draw a card. Yes. All right, let's just install some stuff here. They can definitely get through there. I think we installed the endless EULA. All right, let's put this in server 11. Get rid of Lady Liberty. Let's put the spin doctor down on a new server. Let's put the uh, endless EULA on server 11. And then let's see. And then I think we just go for the Unsmiling Savannah on server 11 as well. End turn. Okay, so yeah, it sounds like this person is super new, which is exciting. It means more people are getting into the game. I'm hyped for it. All right, Proco. Yeah, if they should be able to get into the server, I think. And yes, I will give them two, and then all right. So all right, so they can only break one off of the Unsmiling Sarvena. Here, let me move. Oh, I guess it doesn't actually do that. Oh, you're good. Uh, I think I should. I think I can manually click them. So just give yourself 2C, and then I can trigger the others. Oh, okay. They're just gonna undo click. That's fine. That works out too. All right. Give them two. So they can only break one. Uh, all right, cool. So let's see. I get to draw two cards, which is nice. Oh, hey, market forces. All right, continue. Continue to approach ice. And then it's going to be the EULA. Which they will be able to get through easy. Like EULA is a pain because of how much it can generally cost you. This size. Yeah, it's kind of nuts. Definitely been getting gets a lot of love, I feel like. All right. Yeah, so it should be good. Continue to approach the ping, breaking with the last Matryoshka that they have. So, and that's also going to give them a tag, so they can clear here to not get shot in the face twice in a row. Oh, whoops, I forgot to click Encounter Eyes. That's my bad. Yeah, there's the Beal. So this triggers, and then I can reveal a card. Trash one. Let's get rid of the Running Hot. Let's see, don't need that. No, you don't. Initiate a trace. I have plenty of money. So they got rid of the tag. So we can trigger Oppo Research to see, give them a lot. I think I do trigger this, right? Because then I can get rid of their Matryoshka. Yeah, so I think I just add 5. So they can't break it, and then put Matryoshka back into their hand. Traces? Oh, so it's a mechanic pulled over from the Fantasy Flight days. Uh, Basically, I set a strength and can boost it with credits to cause an effect to happen, and you can prevent it by matching the trace strength. I put it to 1 plus your credit pool, so you won't be able to break it. I believe it's something they're trying to phase out of the game. That's how you spell phase out of the game going forward. So for this, you should just say 0 since you can't beat the strength of 8. Oh, no problem. Yeah, it's kind of a weird one. I think the idea is that threat is kind of a replacement for it, but I'd have to like read into the design stuff more before I commit to saying that. All right. So they don't have any tags, but I can give them tags. I'm gonna give them tags for sure with Oppo Research. So let's do that. So let's start turn, starting with mandatory draw. Not worried about getting a spin doctor up. Federal fundraising. Look at the top 3. Boom, boom, and then we'll get a San City grid. That's for sure. Federal fundraising. Let's just bury that Bologna even more. We do not need to draw a card here. Federal fundraising, and then don't want to draw. It's ice, ice, and then the bladderworts trigger. Oh, whoops. I clicked too fast. Okay. I think we just install in server 11. This is very mean, by the way. We install in server 11. Then we install this. And then we can install another one up on server 11 again. Not that they'd ideally be able to get through. And then we just play Oppo Research, paying an extra 5 to give them 4 tags, and then we end the turn. So they'd be able to clear this. But yeah, I don't think there's no way for them to get in. We've got everything in our favor here. The agendas are too far into R&D for them to get through. We could bluff about anything being on server 11. I'm not gonna go through all of this nonsense to try and pull an agenda out. I think we're just oh, okay, they drew up. They drew up. So we can't end the line right now. Because Gaslight is only at the start of a turn. Like we couldn't go tutor for it right now. So let's res Maryland. Let's res Spin Doctor. See if we just can't find that last small agenda that we need. Oh right, we have a Spin Doctor that's awake right now. Let's. I think we need to trash it so we can maybe get the agenda that we actually want. Let's put the Rashida's back in. Let's res this Spin Doctor. Okay, there we go. Finally, we got an agenda. Maryland campaign, federal fundraising. Just clicking through all this stuff. Let's see. Let's put wage workers back on top. I don't want to draw. Choose the card to put on top of R&D. Oh, close prompt. All right. Do not want to draw a card. Federal fundraising. I'm not gonna look. Balance coverage to name. What was it? What did I put on there? Ice. Oh no, it's Gaslight. That's right. Didn't even remember. All right, we're not gonna look again. We're not gonna draw bladderwort triggers, other bladderwort triggers. Let's just res the San install in server 11. They have no way to prevent it. There we go. Oh my goodness. GG. It's real brutal if it can get going for sure. All right. That's going to do it for here, y'all. I'm going to drop everything I talked about at the beginning of the chat here in the description. Thanks for coming by, hanging out tonight. I'm going to go pass out. I am exhausted, especially after like going through this deck. I think I'm good. I think I'm good on NBN for a little while. So y'all have a good week. Possibly a stream next week. I haven't figured it out. Yeah, I'm gonna help this person out, and then I'll also include a link to the Green Level Discourse or Green Level Clearance Discord in the description as well. So, y'all have a good night. I'll talk to y'all later. Oh, and have a good week. Where's my mouse? There it is. Stop streaming.